Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to talk about another important feature on Microsoft Defender for Cloud, which is called as sensitivity data detection on Microsoft Defender for Storage. Now Microsoft teams has been the Defender for Cloud team actually keep on being very busy with various features. And the one that I'm going to talk about is really going to be really useful when you really wanted to find out if your sensitive information is getting, leaked out, or if they are exposed to the outside world in unnecessary way. So without further ado, let's look at it, how it really works. So in the diagram, in the picture, as you can see, we have the sensitive data scanning, data discovery. It's an agentless scanning. You only need to enable that one on the Defender for Cloud side. Now, once you enable that one, it will go across all your data, let's say the blobs or the containers or the SMB storage accounts, file shares, and then keep on scanning to identify if sensitivity information is there. Now, the question is, how do it even find if the sensitivity information is there? Well, this is where Microsoft Purview come to the picture. So this agent will be honoring if you have Microsoft Purview has been enabled with, let's say, the labels, then it will go and scan those storage account to identify any personal information or company sensitive information based on the, the sensitivity information types that you have configured in Purview, and then try to detect them. Now, why it's really going to be important? Well, let's say if one of the blob has been, been shared to outside world and that got sensitivity information, in this situation, it's going to make sure that information will be passed down onto the security teams rather than, creating unnecessary alerts. Only target a specific alert will be informed to the security teams. So it's really useful. As you can see in the picture, we have the Defender for CSPM, which is going to be our cloud security posture management. And then we have the Defender for Storage, which we have enabled this feature. So in bottom, I have mentioned some of the summary report, like having this one enabled, it's going to make sure it will going to find the sensitivity information spread across various storage accounts in your Azure subscriptions. And then it's going to prioritize the risk so you can respond faster. And then it's agentless and automatic one. Now, the one thing I had to mention is once we enable this one, it might take around 24 hours initial scan to be completed properly. After that, the response will be very much very faster. Now that being said, let's look at it how we can enable this one. For that, I'm going to go ahead for the Azure portal and then find out the Microsoft Defender for Cloud. So it's already there in my screen. And then after going on to the Defender portal, I'll be going to the settings. So under management, we have environmental settings. We go over there and then I'm going to target one of the subscriptions for this demonstration purpose. And then after the Defender plans, I'll wait for a few seconds. Okay. So under the CWPP, Cloud Workload Protection, we'll be targeting Azure Storage account. So I'm going to go for the storage, and then under the monitoring coverage, you can see at the moment its settings is full and then it has been on, but I'll go inside that one and show you there are two features has been enabled. One is the malware scanning, so your storage accounts always continuously going to be scanned for the blobs, and the one that we are focusing on, sensitive data discovery. So once we enable this one, this is going to be going across all the storage accounts. Okay. Now, in the storage account side, you don't have to do anything. Just to prove that one, if I go back onto the storage accounts, so I have one storage account over here. If I select that one and then go into the Microsoft Defender for Cloud, now you can see for Microsoft Defender for Storage has been on, and then the sensitive data threat protection and then malware scanning also been on. But if you really want, you can override these settings. Now, if I select the settings over there, you can see override Defender for Storage subscription level settings. What we did the change is on the subscription level. If you really want, you can override that one if you have specific scenario in that situation. And then maybe you can exclude certain, blobs. And then being said that one, please make sure when you're doing that scanning, your account need to have particular rights in order to scan that environment. And then apart from that, like right now, I don't have any sensitivity information in my file shares or any blobs at the moment, but I did run actually a malware scan just to double check everything. You can see how many GBs been scanned and then the object scan. Why I'm highlighting this one, remember there's a cost element for like the scanning as well. So you need to be aware about that one. So before I conclude, let me go back onto the Defender for Cloud and then go to the environmental settings. We'll go back to one particular subscription and then we will go on under the Defender plans. We'll wait until it loads. We'll go to the storage and then we'll go to details. So you can see for scanning, it will be charging around 15 cents per GP. Okay, so that's something to be remembered as well. Now, being said that one, as I said, this is really powerful feature. Once you enable, you will be able to get a, kind of like a threat landscape overview within all the blobs in your storage accounts. It will scan and try to identify if your sensitivity information are in danger or not. So I really hope this video is useful for you and then you will be able to use this feature on your production environment. Thank you, team.